What's up, YouTube? King Andrew Woods here, and today we're going to talk about new accounts. Okay, so if you watched any of my previous videos, we've been breaking down the 5 components that make up of your credit score. So let's go do a quick recap.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Number 1 is payment history. It makes up 35% of your credit score. Number 2 will be credit utilization, which makes up 30% of your credit score. Number 3 would be the age of your accounts, which makes up 15% of your credit score. Number 4 would be your credit mix, which makes up 10% of your credit score. And today we're going to cover new accounts, which makes up another 10% of your credit score. So to begin, a new account will be, applying for new credit. Now, you could apply for a loan, which in my advice, I would apply for a loan with the best prime rate you can get, which is 3.25% in the US today. You can apply for a credit card. Now, when you apply for credit cards, you want to make sure you have 11 credit cards, and you want to make sure that at least 6 of those credit cards are bank issued credit cards, okay? Now, you can also apply for installment accounts, and when you apply for installment accounts, you want to have a minimum of 5 installment accounts so you could be amongst the elite with the rest of the credit scores. And when I say elite, I mean people that have 780 credit score and above. Okay, now, new credit card account lowers your average age. So every time you apply for a new credit card account, your average age will be lowered because they'll add that in and take that into account. Now, this doesn't apply for an installment account. So if you go out and you grab a new car, or if you get approved for a car loan, or you get approved for a personal loan, this doesn't take into account. It only applies for credit cards, okay? So keep that in mind. Every time you apply for a new credit card and you are approved, it will lower your average age. With that being said, you want to avoid opening too many credit cards at once, because you know that each time you apply for a new credit card, it's going to lower your average age. So with that being said, you want to have no more than seven hard inquiries accumulatively between all 3 of the credit bureaus. The 3 main credit bureaus would be Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. With that being said, applying for a new account results in a hard inquiry because the furnishers have to look into your credit report to see if you are credit worthy. So that's going to result in a hard inquiry. When you keep that in mind, a hard inquiry is going to remain on your credit score for 24 months, which is 2 years. But it only affects your credit score for 12 months. So if you look at your credit report and you have a hard inquiry on there, that's on there, let's say for 16 months, which would be a year and 4 months, it's no longer affecting your credit score, because after 12 months, it no longer affects your credit score. But it is still on there. It's on there for 24 months until it falls off. We do have a product on our website at communitystimuluservices.com. It's called the 24-hour inquiry removal method. For those of you that want to get your inquiries removed before that 24-month period, we do have a product that can help you do that. And those of you that want to have your credit score raised before that 12-month period, the product as well. Go to the website, communitystimuluservices.com. The link will be below. And go ahead and cop the 24-hour inquiry removal method so you can go ahead and get started on that. Now, you guys do need to understand that every time you apply for a new product or a new loan, your credit score is going to drop if you're approved 1 to 3 points. Now, if you apply for a new loan and you're denied, your credit score will drop about 3 to 5 points. And that does vary as well as to the credit profile. Each person is different, but generally 1 to 3 point decrease if you are approved, and 3 to 5 point decrease if you're denied, okay? So with that being said, if you want max funding, you want to have no more than 1 to 3 hard inquiries per credit bureau. For max funding, you want to have no more than 1 to 3 inquiries, hard inquiries per credit bureau. And those credit bureaus, again, is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Now, we here at Community Stimulus Services, we recommend no more than 9 new credit cards per year. And a lot of people say, well, how can I get 9 new credit cards per year? Well, it's quite simple. If you get 3 credit cards a year with Equifax, 3 credit cards a year with TransUnion, and 3 credit cards a year with Experian, that makes 9 credit cards per year. And so that'll be a better way to space it out. Now that's if you're applying at a high rate for credit cards, okay? And so in order to do that, you want to make sure you know which lender pulls from which credit bureau. You also want to know what your credit score is. And then finally, you want to know what the minimum credit score is required by that particular lender or that particular furnisher. And if you guys need help with that, we also have a product at our website, communitystimulusservices.com, called the Informational Lenders List. We've already done all the work for you. On that list, if you purchase the product, it'll tell you which lenders pull from what's the minimum score that is required, and what amounts people particularly get approved for with those minimum scores and those particular furnishers, okay? Now, keep in mind that the elite, and every time I say the elite, I'm talking about people with 780 credit score and above. The elite only apply and get new accounts every 2 years and 7 months. So that's why I say if you're applying for a credit card at a max rate and you want to get them done at a max rate, then you should do no more than 9 credit cards per year. But if you want to be amongst the elite, then it's best if you only apply for a new product every 2 years and 7 months, okay? So with that being said, you guys make sure you go to the website and pick up my book, Understanding Credit, A Kid's Roadmap to Financial Freedom. You can go to Amazon.com and purchase the book, or you can go to the website and purchase the book. I believe we also have the book at Barnes & Nobles. Now keep in mind, if you don't want to wait for the book to come, you can go to iPhone and go to the book section, and you can also purchase the book there. And then we also have the audio version for those of you that don't want to read the book. You'd rather listen to the book maybe while you're in traffic, driving. You can also purchase the audio book as well. Okay, so if I dropped any game for you guys, make sure that you hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to hit the bell notification so you could be amongst the first to get the information when we do put it out. And remember, guys, always remember, good credit is the way to go.